Good against Center, and welcome to game number 12 as we play the Chicago Bears, the third team of the NFC North, as we've beaten the previous two and we look for the third. As you can see, we have the number one defense in rushing and overall, really, but only given up 828 yards so far, which is a great accomplishment. We've only given up four teams have had a 100-yard day on us, and those come from the three division teams: the Bengals, the Ravens, and the Steelers. All from like week 3 to week 5 was those times. Other than that, it's been all less than 100. Now, again, like I said, I'm trying to get these videos out, so this should probably be up by Tuesday of next week, which would be the 16th, hopefully. And then, you'll see that all in all. So I'm trying to get the the postseason done so we can get the off season going. And same thing for college. Now, college, there's a little bit different thing. We're not playing game 11. You'll see that in the game against Marshall. I'll be talking about that. But as you look at the injuries there, they have 4 guys gone. And with Jordan Howard gone, that gives Jeremy Langford the opportunity to start. Now, Jay Cutler's doing okay with passing yards, but the touchdown-interception ratio is really lackluster. 8 touchdowns, 9 interception. As we start the game here, hand off to Langford. Langford some room and brought down by Stelicon Rich for a gain of 4. As we see this Bears offense, nothing really changing much, as the same offense basically, other than Rashad Norman being the right tackle and left tackle is Bobby Massey. Now with that defense or offense, you're looking at Luke Wilson be the new guy, as they traded Zach Miller to the Rams actually for a few picks in the upcoming draft. Now back to pass, and Cutler is sacked. Ogba and Muhammad Wilkerson will get each half a sack there, as those two are our leading sackers right now on the season. Now later on, a 3rd and 12, they'll hand it off, a questionable call, as he gets near the original line, a little bit above it, and they'll punt it, as here comes Case Keenum. As we start our drive here, threw two interceptions last week, and only 1 touchdown with a bad real game with the turnover touchdown ratio, as he finds Jeremy Hill for a gain of 3 as we get a second down here. Now in an I formation, we'll hand it off to Hill, and Hill's got a bunch of room to the left side and a first down, a gain of 10. Good run there and good blocking by this offensive line, who have totally dominated in the second half of the season. Next play, they'll throw, and it's broken up. A great play by Adrian Amos, looking for Chris Hogan as he was. And we'll look at the Chicago Bear defense. Now with the defense, other than Greg Hardy, I know everybody on this defense. I personally have seen them through football play, not in real life. Obviously, that would be crazy. Anyways, Harold Jerome Cote is the starting strong safety, who in my opinion is technically their best strong safety, but still one of the weakest safeties they have to me, as the strong safety is bad. It's 3rd and 11. He's sacked by Leonard Floyd and Eddie Goldman, and not a chance. They'll get the ball back. First down and 10 at the 30. Great field position. Pressure immediately. Throws. No, he runs away. He gets sacked. Fumbles out. Stelicon Rich has got it. Marcus Bruce almost stops him. Tries to showboat, and Jeremy Langford will catch up to him, but not enough, as he holds on to it for a touchdown, and we're up 7-0. Muhammad Wilkerson will get the strip sack, and they'll get the tied. Now both teams have negative yards. They'll hand it off to Langford here. Makes 2 defenders miss. Just terrible angles, as Langford has got a big carry to the Cleveland territory to the 46, and they will have positive yards now with that play. Now later on, a 2nd and 10, they'll hand it back off, and he'll he'll get 3 more yards, getting 41. Now 3rd and 7, Kadeem Carey in the backfield, but back to pass as Cutler looks and swatted down back in his face as Emmanuel Ogba has got that one back, and it's a 4th down, and they're going to try a long field goal here. I believe like 60 yards, and not even a chance. Short, and or might have had the distance, but it's way to the right and no good for Bullock. And now we get the ball at midfield. 1st and 10, I formation. We'll hand it off to Hill, and Hill's got some room, cuts back inside, and Hill has got 8 yards there. A good job blocking and picking the lane there. 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Pressure immediately throws Nick Jacobs. He's got him. Big gain to the 28. A nice play there in the gain of 14 to keep the drive going. The blitzing has been outrageous from both teams, or from opponent teams, as we find Dilly Dorsett, who spins Bryce Callahan around, and he's got the touchdown from 28 yards out. Bryce Callahan just looks silly on that play, getting spun to the ground, missing, and we're up 14-0 early. Now the Bears try to get back in this. Back to pass. Immediately throws. He's got Eddie Royal, and he fumbles the ball. Hit down, and Brandon Ross recovers, as it was Brandon Marshall who laid the hits on Eddie Royal. We'll get the ball back. Now later on, a 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pressure immediately. Leonard Floyd gets behind Taylor Lewan and sacks us down for a loss of 10. 3rd and 21 coming up. And we're just going to try maybe to get some field goal range ability here. But first down, immediately pressure, throws, and it is overthrown, really. Picked off. Bryce Callahan getting redemption there as it's intercepted. Overthrown, just a terrible throw there. Next drive from the 9, first down, as their left tackle gets beat, Bobby Massey, and that's Bjorn Warner, as he gets a sack back at the 2-yard line, and now a 2nd and 17. Handoff, Langford, and that middle is so great at that, making 2 defenders miss, and gets the first down, finally tackled by Michael Hyde, a gain of 22 yards. Great job there by Jeremy Langford. He's already got a bunch of yards. Now they'll hand it back to him. He's got another bunch or chunk there for a gain of 5. Or gain of 4, by mistake. Now, 2nd and 6. They will have under 3 to go in the first, but they'll give it back to Langford. He's got another good carry. 4 more, and it's 3rd and short as Emmanuel Ogbah will stop him before the first down line. 3rd and 2. Bunch set to the right. They've ran it twice, but they won't run it this time as it's dropped by Luke Wilson, the tight end. And they'll have to punt after a good 3 runs by Jeremy Langford. Now we'll get the ball as Jeremy Hill will be met in the backfield by Greg Hardy and a host of other defenders. 2nd and 9 now as the rushing attack for the Cleveland Browns is only 18. Back to pass. Looks, and he'll throw back his first completion after the interception to Corey Coleman for a gain of 9. 3rd down now, and we'll give it back to Jeremy Hill, who gets a first down and just enough, as you can see the replay here, crosses it for about a gain another 2 more. Or another gain of 2 as we'll continue the drive. Now empty shotgun back, 2nd and 10. They'll get Jeremy Hill now out of the backfield, or not, but chimney Christmas. Against the slot, and he'll get us near the first down. But 3rd and 3, the start of the 2nd quarter, back to pass, looking, and almost intercepted and deflected off of Adrian Amos, incomplete, and we'll give the Bears back to the ball. Good defense by Adrian Amos so far twice in today's game, as back to in the shotgun with a bunch again, back to pass, looking, pressure immediately sacked by P.J. Williams and Micah Hyde, 2 defensive backs there, as he gets brought down for an 8-yard loss, and that's a 4th sack already in the first half to get us started. Now back to pass. Cutler again pressured, throws with a great throw on 3rd and 10 to Jeremy Langford with actually one of the better catches there on the day as he gets them another set. Now 2nd and 10, play action pass, throws it immediately, throws in incomplete, but he could see total pass interference. I don't even know why he needed to do that. I mean, he had the step over Alshon Jeffrey. That ball was overthrown. He had a better chance of picking that off than Alshon Jeffrey had a chance of catching it. But a new set of downs now later on, a 2nd and 9. As they're in shotgun, and they'll hand it off to Kadeem Carey. As Carey has got the first down gain of 15. Later on, a first down at 10. Langford back in the game. Back to pass. Throws. He's got Luke Wilson, and Luke Wilson powers forward for a first down gain of 11. Nice job there. Later on, though, a 3rd and goal after a bunch of failed runs and false starts. They'll run it again. Loss of 2, and then we'll take a field goal. It's 14-3. Look at the ball back, handoff, and Hill looks for some running room. Almost breaks away, but gains a few as we got a 2nd down. Now 3rd and 4 coming up. Back to pass. Looks. Throws. He's got right on the corner, or on the edge, I guess you would say, and he's got just enough for the first down, and later on now, though, a 2nd and 4. Last time we scored on this play, not this time, though, as we'll find Corey Coleman short, but has another first down to the 25 there, as Keenum's closing in on 100 yards passing. Next play, 2nd and 10. Looking, no one open. Tries off his foot, throws, and it's incomplete as he throws it too far as Wright was out of bounds. Now 3rd and 10 at the 25. Back to pass. 3 straight incompletions. I know you only see 2, but that's 3 right there as we'll take a field goal, 17-3. Now the Bears' next drive, they have a bunch to the left. Back to pass. Look, short. Eddie Royal hangs onto this ball and will not lose the ball this time as he gets to the 34. That sounded stupid because it was redundant. 2nd and 1, I formation, 2 tight ends to the left. They give it to Langford, and he's got a first down to the 38 and a new set to keep this drive alive. Next play on the drive, 2nd and 3, escapes to the left but can't get away, and he's sacked by P.J. Williams. And I think that was it actually. 3rd and 14 now. As back to pass, looks, tries to escape to the right, and he'll get sacked. Muhammad Wilkerson brings him down for the 2nd and a half time today. Doesn't really sound right. I mean, oh my God. He's had a few games now with 2 sacks each game. Now Chris Hogan trying to get some drive going here with the first half ending as he gets a first down there. First down at 10. Back to pass, looks, finds Jalen Marshall. First down to the 49. Good job there. Now 125 through the air. Later on, first down 10. Whitlock in motion. They're making bad plays there at the line. Back to pass, looking. No one open. Throws now. Corner. Has got him. That's Kendall Wright to the 12-yard line. Great play there. 15 seconds now. We have a few chances at the end zone. Next play in the pistol formation. 3 receivers to the left. Back to pass. Looks. Throws. Doorstep end zone. And it's pass interference on Bryce Callahan. There's really no chance to catch that ball, but we'll take the penalty there. Now we have 10 seconds and a first down opportunity. 10 seconds. We have a few chances if we can get the ball off. Back to pass. Pressure again. Sacked. Eddie Goldman brings us down, and we would call a timeout with 2 seconds. And we're going to take a field goal chance from Cody Carquet. Chip shot. Good. 20-3 as at halftime. Good job with the all around, really. Our offense is playing well. Our defense is, although giving up some yards to the ground, we have played well. 2 problems I would work on. Protection is giving bad. And the turnover from Case Keenum again. But we're playing better in the turnover department this time as we're up 17 points. Now we'll see how the second half unrolls, if we can keep that lead or if the Bears will somehow show some life in taking away our chance to win 8 games on the season. Wouldn't that be close to a personal best for the Browns or something? Because, since the NFL. As this time we'll start it off. Greg Hardy shuts us down for really no gain. Later on, though, 3rd and 7. Trying to get a new conversion here. Back to pass. Throws and just had a man open. Just a bad throw again. The inaccuracy, it's just not good. I mean, he doesn't have the consistency that you need in a starting quarterback. They'll get the ball back now at their punt. Back to pass. Jay Cutler looking. Throws. Man wide open. He's got him. And he's got Cameron Meredith. Actually wasn't wide open, and 2 defenders, though. But a bad placement by Micah Hyde, and that's going to be a touchdown. 88 yards. And the Bears will strike first in the second half. From 88, Cameron Meredith, who became a decent receiver for the Bears last season, really, as we'll get the ball back. And Jeremy Hill will try to get onto the edge, and he does. And enough, falls over for 11. First down and more. He's got 43 on the game right now. Later on, though, 2nd and 10. Back to pass, throws Nick Jacobs. He's got it inside to opponent territory to the 45. His hurdles, doesn't do much again. As I'm just glad he doesn't fumble it like last year. But a first down then. Now we'll try the power over again. It looks, he's got Hill again. And Hill's got some room, tries to stiff arm. Doesn't happen, but he gets the first down as Harold Corte brings him down at the 33. Next play action pass. Looking. Pressure, not there. Back to pass, throws. 1-on-1. Caught him in his man. It's Corey Coleman to the 1-yard line. A big gain of 34, I believe, there. And now later on, a first down and goal. 10:30 to go in the third. Handoff. Hill dives. Touchdown. Next drive. Jeremy Langford gets a few, as he's got 82 already on the day. Closing in on the century mark, and we don't like doing that defensively. No one really does, but Now later on a 3rd and 5, Eddie Roy will continue the drive for a gain of 6. And there's really no big Bear highlights in today's game. And then there's a few big ones from Langford and that one from Meredith, but that's about it. Now back, they'll hand it off right away to Langford. Easy running room and a gain of 5. 3rd and 3 now from the 43. Back to pass. Looking. Throws deep. One and double coverage, and it's off the hands and into the hands of Alshon Jeffrey. Silicon Rich had a chance, drops the interception right into the hands of Alshon Jeffrey for a big reception to the 11-yard line. Next play, Jeremy Langford escapes one defender and brought down by Nate Irving, a gain of 3. 92 yards on the day. Next play, 2nd and 7. They'll hand it off. No, they'll do a read option, and Jay Cutler will get a loss of 3. Jamon Smiley with the tackle. Now 3rd and 10. From the 11, back to pass. They're going to do a screen here, and Langford, just a bad throw to Langford as he has to come back, and no chance. Now they'll have to take a field goal. It's 27-3. Oh my God. 27-13. My mistake. As in the next play, they didn't do much with Hill on that play. Next play, 2nd and 10 as a man in motion, back to pass. The throw, fumbles the ball, and it's Hicks recovering. As he hit when he threw the ball, was apparently you called the fumble, and the Hicks would recover. Great job, another turnover for Case Keenum. At this point, like the way he's playing, I don't think he deserves to be the backup next season. As Jeremy Langford will get a ball for a gain of 3, and now it's later on though a 3rd and 3 to continue the drive. They'll go back to pass, and Jake Cutler will find a wide open Karen Meredith for a 1st down, gain of 9 to the 8-yard line. 208 yards through the air, and 2 of the big passes really shouldn't have happened. Now they'll try another read option, not fooled again, as Jay Cutler slows the dinosaur. And Micah Hyde just flips him over. And now a 3rd and goal from the 5. Back to pass, looking. No one open. Now pressure in his face, throws it. It's picked up by Jamal Taylor. But he's down at the 1 as Alshon Jeffrey tackles him down at the 1-yard line. Not a good play there. Now we'll hand it off to Jeremy Hill, and Hill's got some room, and Hill's out racing the defense. Hill is out racing the defense. Midfield now losing some gas. Bryce Callen trying to make a move. Zigzags, makes him miss. 20, 10, 5, 99 yards with 5 seconds remaining in the biggest play, and only like 3 people are happy on this offense. As you can see, Whitlock just doesn't give a shit. But that's another touchdown. Our 12th only on the team, but most of them are with Jeremy Hill as his 8th on the season. Now 3rd and 12 after barely getting started on that carry was Jeremy Langford. Back to pass, short step back throws. Jeffrey not even close. Gain of 8, and we will get the ball back. Can we duplicate the play? No, we can't because we're at the 20, but we'll hand it off to Hill anyways. He gets it, and he'll gain 5.5, 6, I guess, to the 26-yard line. 2nd and 4 coming up. 4th quarter now with 13 minutes to go. Hill again. Great job running, and he's got another 1st down. A gain of 7 on the play, and he'll get him to the 33. Next play. Carlos Williams now in the game. Handoff, and Williams has got a room and almost stripped by Jarrell Freeman, but holds on for a gain of 8. Again, you look at it, apparently the Bears have the 9th best defense with... What? When did the Bears have the 9th best defense this year? Never. There's no way that was right. But later on, the good games that get the drive going in. Next 2nd and 10, not much going, 2 yards. Hill, though, has 174 on the day, thanks to that 99-yard rushing touchdown. Now it's 3rd and 8, a man in motion, back to pass. Looks, throws, short. Brown fumbles the ball, and Brown fumbles it. Bryce Callahan recovers to the 43. Nice job there. Now 1st and 10 as the Bears get the ball. 10 minutes to go. Back to pass, short, finds Langford coming across the middle, and he gets near the 1st down, a gain of 7. Good job there. Next play, 2nd and 3. Hubie draw, hands off Langford. He's got the 1st down and more. Gain of 9 into Cleveland Brown territory. Down 34-13. They needed to get a touchdown drive going. Back to pass. Cutler throws, caught. Meredith short of the 1st down. I think it's a 3rd and 2 coming up here. 229 yards through the air though. And it's another 9. It's a 3rd and 3. Back to pass. Pressure immediately. Can't escape, and he sacked Emmanuel Egba. 1.5 sacks on the day. And again, this defense just getting to him. But they're going for it on the 4th and 11. Back to pass. Looking. all day to throw. Now pressure on his face. Throws. Triple coverage. It's dropped. Or not really dropped. Broken up by Micah Hyde. Incomplete. And we'll get the ball back at the 47. Now we have a chance to just waste clock as we hand it off Hill. And Hill's got a first down and more. Powers through 2 tackles and gets to the 43. 189 yards through the air. Or on the ground. You don't really see that much. Or that many that time. They give it to Carlos Williams. It breaks free. And Carlos Williams to 20, 10, 5. Goodbye. Touchdown as Adrian Amos takes him down at the end zone. In the end zone. It doesn't matter. Touchdown as we are up 41-13. So instead of wasting clock, we put on another score to put this game really out of reach. 5:21 left to go, though. They have a chance still to put some points on the board, I guess. Svenskar Meredith on the slants for a gain of 7 to the 39. Next play, they'll find Meredith again. First down to the 46. Gain of 7. 243 yards through color. And it's a big day. Meredith, 115 on 5 receptions. Now back to pass. Color throws short. Got him. Royal. First down as it gets hit down by Jamal Taylor at the 42. Second down and 10 now. Back to pass. Pressure, but he finds Eddie Royal again. And Royal will power through. Near a first down, but a gain only of 9. So now a 3rd and 1. Shotgun again. 2:39 to go. They'll hand it off to Langford. He's got the room and just enough for the first down as Warner takes him down, but it's enough. Again, he's got 111 yards, and that would be only the 4th team this season to get 100 yards against the Browns. Now Eddie Royal will hang on to this one, and by 100 yards, I meant rushing the ball. I'm hoping you understand that. 3rd and inches though. Hand off Langford. And he will not get it. He's denied. Loss of 1 that time. And we will have a 4th down chance now. And with 1:10 to go. Cutler. Wasting clock. Hand off. Langford will keep it. Get a first down. And we'll get the first down. My God. That was the stupidest thing I've ever said. Gets a gain of 5. But a play action or a false start gets him back at the 10. 1st and goal. Back to pass. Looking. No one open. Now escapes. Trying to get away, but he's slow, and he's sacked by Muhammad Wilkerson for the 3rd, because he's only given a half one there, as Eddie Royal will get him back to the original line, plus 5 to the 5, as he's closing in on 300 yards passing. Now 3rd and goal, 15 seconds, and counting. 2 players in the backfield. Back to pass, looking, throws, got a man, Kevin White, touchdown, and the Bears will score once more, but it's not going to be nearly enough, as we're going to win this 41-20 in our 8th victory. We're 8-4, taking on our last 2 divisional games against the Bengals and the Ravens. Looking for wins in both of those, and we'll see you in those games. And again, going into this, it's decent games. I'm liking the games, and that's why. Thank you.